So coming into your child's pose, you can take a wide knee or knees together. You can rest your head on a block or a blanket. And the theme this morning is weathering the storm. So sometimes in our lives, we can prepare for a storm. We know the preparations. We know what to do. Sometimes in our lives, we have no idea the storm is even coming. So this is a reading from Thich Nhat Hanh. When you look at a tree in a storm, you see that the top of the tree is very unstable and vulnerable. The wind can break the smallest branches at any time. But when you look down at the trunk of the tree, you see a different impression. You see that the tree is very solid and still, and you know that it will be able to withstand the storm. We are also like a tree. Our head is like the top of the tree during the tempest of the strongest emotions. So we have to bring our attention down to the level of our navel. We begin to practice mindful breathing. We concentrate just on our breathing and the rise and the fall of our abdomen. And it's a very important practice because it helps us to see that although an emotion may be very, very strong, it will stay only for a while and then go. It cannot last forever. If you train yourself to practice like this during difficult times, you will survive these storms. You have to be aware of your emotion is just an emotion. It comes, it stays for some time, and then it goes away. Why should anyone die because of an emotion? You are more than your emotions. It is important to remember this. During a time of crisis, when you breathe in and out, maintain the awareness that your emotion will go away if you continue to practice. After you have succeeded a few times, you will have the confidence in yourself and in your practice. Let us not get caught up by our thoughts and our feelings. Let us bring our attention down to the belly to breathe in and to breathe out. This storm will go away, so don't be afraid. Hearts and prayers. Using your breath, he says, I know I'm breathing in. And as I breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. And why do we say that with each breath? Because it centers us here to the present, and it keeps our mind centered on our breath and on calming anxiety. As I breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. And as I breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Mind, body, spirit. Take 3 full rounds of breath. And on your next breath, remove the block from underneath the head or whatever you're using. Stretch the fingers long in front of you. Again, keeping the body close to the ground. Breathing in fully, feeling the whole expanse of the back body, the length through the arms, the softening of the belly. As I breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. And as I breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Drawing yourself up to all fours. Take a moment here to spread the fingers, to draw in the belly. And just begin a couple cat and cows to wake up the spine and the front body. So again, inhaling, use full inhales here to drop the belly, open the heart. And as you press out, you press into the palms and tuck everything in and round through the back of the heart space. One more time, as you breathe in, know that you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, know that you're breathing out. Coming back to neutral. Take the right foot back behind you onto the ball of the foot. So just press through the ball of the foot as you also press through your palms. So you find all of this length in the back body. Then pick up that right sole of the foot, cross it over the left shin way off into the left side off the mat. So we're going to begin to curve through the side body as we gaze over towards that right big toe. As I breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. As I breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Return that leg back straight behind the right hip. Lift it up to the hip level. If you would like to extend the left arm, finding your bird dog here, really press down into the palm. Get nice and long from the fingertip to the heel. 3 breaths here. Return the left hand to the mat. Return the right knee to meet the left. Flow in a cat and a cow. Again, working through the spine and the side body. This is a short practice, but it'll be a potent one. On your next breath, come back to neutral, draw the core in and extend that left leg straight back behind you. Take a breath as you press into the palms, lift that leg, take it way off now to the right. Find that C curve in the side body. Gaze back at that left toe. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Return the leg back right behind that left hip. Lift that left heel even with the hip. Level out the hips. And maybe here, extend the right arm straight out in front. Nice diagonal stretch from the fingers to the heels. Draw the belly in. Pause for 3 breaths. Return the right hand. Return the left knee. Flow a cat and a cow. And then walk yourself out to come onto your belly. And as you come onto your belly, let's take that right knee off to the side, finding half frog. Take your fingertips off the mat on tented fingers, elbows up. Forehead rests right on the mat. A couple spinal waves here. So on your inhale, use those back muscles, wave the spine forward as you find a spider cobra. And then slowly, belly, chest, forehead, down to the mat. On your inhale, press into the fingertips, use the power of the back. Inhale, lift up, spider cobra, and lower ribs, chest, and forehead. Last one, big breath in, lift it up. And then slowly lower. Bring the forearms to parallel position, coming into your Sphinx pose. So pressing the hands down to allow the chest to come forward, a stretch from the belly to the sternum. Taking a full breath. And then on your exhale, weave the left arm underneath the right to come down into that needle, thread the needle, resting the head and the shoulder, stretching through those fingers. As I breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. As I breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. And then keeping the left arm exactly where it is, roll onto your back body, opening up the right arm to a T, coming into a gentle spinal twist. Not necessary that left or right shoulder come all the way down, but if you kind of lift the chest and scoot the left shoulder over maybe an inch, you might get a little bit more room to extend the arms away from each other. And here, take a nice breath into the side body, into the top ribs. Next inhale, right arm's going to come back across into that push-up position. Plant the hand right by the face, lift yourself up, come back to that Sphinx pose. Both legs straight now. Take a little shimmy here of the hips. Bring the forehead down to the mat, fingertips out to the side, elbows are up. Again, that spinal wave into that cobra. Big inhale, lifts the chest, gaze towards the top of your mat. And then wave back down, belly, ribs, chest, and forehead. 2 more, just like that. Big breath in. And slow breath out. Working all the way through the spine. Last time, big breath. And lower down. Bring the arms parallel to each other, coming back to that Sphinx position. Use again the hands, the palms pressing to drag the chest forward. Finding length, not height, length in the back of the spine. And then we'll thread that needle here. So the right arm is going to go underneath the left. Right fingertips way out to the side. Come down to rest on your mat or your block for your head. Take a moment here. Bring the leg out to that half frog position. So the knee is straight out from the hip and the ankle is in line with the knee. Full deep breath. And then we're going to just roll onto the back body. Again, leave the knee and the right arm where they are. Let that left arm travel over towards the left. Again, if you can pick up your chest and nudge it a little bit to the right, you might feel a little more room to drop that left shoulder down. 3 full breaths here now into the left rib basket. Coming back to the present. When I breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. When I'm breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Nothing else but being present here. On your next breath now, we're just going to take the left arm across the body. Plant that hand right back by the face. Use that to release the right arm, bringing yourself back to that Sphinx position. Take a full deep breath here. And then lower the forehead down to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, push your way back to tabletop. And from your tabletop, flow a couple cat and cows. And mindfully here, as you round through the spine, you might feel those muscles from our Sphinx pose, which is a passive back bend. So spend a moment or two just in a cat pose. And then maybe drop that belly down again. And return, pressing through the palms, tucking the chin, finding roundness in the spine. Last time. And then bring the big toe mounds together and let those knees go wide. Sink the hips back. So you can stack the fists one on top of the other. You can reach for that block. Bring yourself back to that very inward, childlike, protected pose. And just breathe. And know that you are strong enough to weather any storm. Come back to your breath. Come back to that breath and body just to calm and relax the anxiety. Come back to a meditative state, that mudra that we called from Mother Earth, 3 fingers to the ground, 3 fingers to the heart. And that's how we're going to close our practice. So bring yourself up to a hero's pose, sitting on your shins. Thumb and pinky finger come together, 3 fingers lightly rest beside you on the earth. The same hand mudra rests lightly at the heart, or you could even bring it to the third eye. Close down the eyes. We ask Mother Earth to calm the seas, to quiet the wind, to quench the fires. Calm the seas, quiet the wind, and quench the fires. Calm the seas, quiet the wind, and quench the fires. Bring your hands to Namaste at the heart. Bow your head in gratitude for the inner wisdom that brought you to your practice this morning. I thank you for practicing with me. I thank you for your love in practicing with each other. Namaste.